I got
We
like
are
a whole
young
set.
and hip.
Don't say hip again. Young and I broke my hip. I think that's what you said.
Chris, go in the other room and join the Zoom.
Get out to come in.
Get
Get in here, but you gotta leave.
but you gotta leave.
And that's our intro. Anyway.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm Blair.
And I'm Kirsten, and we are Mediocre Content. And we have a special guest today.
We do have a special guest today. This episode is going to be featuring a science corner with Chris. Not the same Chris that you have previously heard on this podcast. This is a different Chris. My husband and smart person, Chris.
Say hi, Chris.
I say hi, and I say, slightly above average intelligence at best. So we'll go with that instead of smart.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Chris 2.0. Love it.
Excuse me, I am the 1.0. I am older.
I'll let you battle it out with my Chris, which is brother, by the way, listener. All right. So I want to get to the disclaimer, honestly, because I am replacing our good news segment with rage, which is fine because
We're going to have a rage room today.
yes, I'm just in that mood, so I apologize in advance. I'm not in the best of moods today, so please forgive me. But we went to a tattoo convention yesterday, and it was all day, and we drove 2 hours to get there back and forth, and it was wonderful, and we had a wonderful time, but I'm exhausted.
Did you get a tattoo?
We did not, but we have tons of contacts of really great people in our area because it's the annual New England Tattoo Expo, and they have piercings, aftercare, tattoo removal, which I thought was hilarious.
That is
Actual like on-site people getting tattooed right there, and it's like really
Nice.
crazy and amazing. They had BMX, like it was really great, and it was at Mohegan Sun, so it was at the casino there.
Nice.
So we literally made a whole day of it, and it was absolutely beautiful. Now I'm tired. So
Wait,
Yeah.
but I thought you were angry. How, that sounds wonderful.
yeah, no, yeah,
She's
I'm
getting to
tired.
it. Don't
Yeah.
worry. She's getting to it.
I'm tired now and in a grumpy mood. So when I saw this pop up yesterday, after all of the crap from earlier this week, which we'll get into, I was like, you know what? Screw the good news. I'm not ready for it.
She's not in a good news kind of mood.
I'm not.
Also,
Anyway.
listener, we're working with some different audio situations than we
Yeah.
normally do. So we apologize for any weird listening experiences that you have this week. So
Yeah.
just bear with us. We'll be back to normal next week.
Absolutely.
Also known as I am the problem. Hi, it's me.
I love that.
Not the problem. Just
No.
we haven't fully figured out how to accommodate guests yet in terms of
Yeah.
audio setup. So
It does
we're
sound
working on
really
it.
good though.
Yeah,
Like, you sound
it sounds
good.
It's a little echoey from what,
Oh.
but I don't know if that's just because I'm closer in proximity. I don't know.
Maybe it's just might be the open room because you're in a closed off room.
That's
A
true.
little bit
Yeah.
more like
Yeah, my room has a lot open space.
right. Exactly. Yeah. But I mean, you sound good still.
Wait, are you
Yeah.
trying to put me in the closet?
Get in the closet. I would never.
No, dear, everything is fine.
Like Harry Potter under the stairs.
Okay, so let's get this rage room started. Kirsten, take it away.
Okay. As always, we're not experts. You know the drill. If you want advice, don't come here for it. Okay. Rage room. So if you're a One Direction stan, then you probably follow the boys and probably know the majority of things that are going on social media with them. And most of them are well behaved and are just showcasing their lives, and it's beautiful, and we love that for them. However, one of them is content with making all of the stans just want to drop kick his face, and I'm going to tell you, I am one of those today. Liam Payne, earlier last week, along with Tommy Fury posted on Instagram a boxing-esque photo of both of them, essentially indicating on the poster that they intended to battle it out this summer. It was very authentic. It looked like one of those, like, punch, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was in a tizzy. I personally thought if it was real, Liam was 100% going to get his butt handed to him, because if you
Right.
don't know Tommy, he's like an actual he's an actual fighter,
Trained
wrestler.
boxer.
Like, he knows
Yeah.
exactly what to do with his body to take you down. Okay.
Right.
And if you know Liam, he is the exact opposite of everything about that. What made me go into a rage is I tried to show Tyler the poster yesterday. We were walking around and we were talking about Tommy, and I was like, oh my gosh, did you see what Liam posted? He's going down. Ha ha ha. Couldn't find it. It was off their Instagram. It was off of social media. You could not find it unless you were going through the depths. And you know why? Because they took it down because everybody was in a tizzy. Turns out it had nothing to do with boxing. They are not fighting each other. They are competing in a UNICEF soccer event that is supposed to help with the charity and has nothing to do with them one-on-one. They are just on opposing soccer teams. What, Liam? What?
Okay.
That is so annoying and so stupid. And now you can't find it unless you're researching the articles about it, who are telling you what the actual tea is. However, side note really quickly,
Yes.
Usain Bolt is also participating, and I think he's one of like the team leaders. So that's awesome. Anyway,
That is cool.
but Liam,
At least it
So
wasn't
I-
Nal.
to be quiet. Nobody asked your opinion, and I say now just fine.
So I saw the post before you
Mhm.
told me about it, and
Mhm.
I was like, this is very interesting, but there were no details. Like, there
No.
was no details in the caption, there was no
Mm-mm.
clues, there was
No
nothing
description.
about the post that I could it looked very much like one of those like Jake Paul like
Mhm.
boxing posters that you see.
Yeah.
And so I could see how that would be misleading. However, I gave him the benefit of the doubt because I'm like, what is this? Like, why are you posting this? I don't know. And then I like
Mhm.
continued to scroll. But
Mm.
then you texted me and was like, did you see what Liam did? And I was like,
so mad.
I saw the post and you were like, he's boxing. He's being dumb and he's boxing. Which I
Mhm.
mean, if he wants to get his brains like beat out by a professional boxer, like that's his prerogative, honestly. Like
That's
the
fair.
man is grasping at straws in his career at this point, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Mhm.
all the other boys are doing fine. So I mean, if he was, I wouldn't be upset about it. But like the fact that he did this just to like be controversial makes it like
Yes.
1,000 times worse.
He just did it for
Or-
the attention.
Or what if this is doing good for, because isn't this for charity?
Yeah.
So the soccer game itself is for that, but the problem was for me, he was not advertising the UNICEF charity soccer tournament. He was
It was a picture, like it looked like
Right.
a movie poster almost
yes.
of like him like this close to Tommy Fury's
To
face.
Tommy, yeah.
And they were like facing off, like they were gonna like beat each other down or something
if-
like that. The connotations of the poster were very misleading.
Exactly. And had nothing to do with charity. So he sent the whole like community into a tizzy. And you know what? Realistically, is it getting people talking? Yes, because I'm raging about it right now. So did it do its
Correct.
job? Sure. However, it's really wrong in my opinion, and this goes beyond just Liam, but I really hate when there's like this much hype about something that isn't even real, has no grounds for like being factual in any way, and is just there to send people into a tizzy. Because I'm like, is this really for charity? And you really could have just put like a you and Tommy or you and Usain Bolt or something in a in a picture or a poster about this event, but you chose to do that. That's what you chose to do.
Well, on the other hand,
Sure.
playing devil's advocate here, we could say that he started this on purpose so that you could drum up more news and more like attention to this charity event, even
Sure.
though like it's under false pretenses, right?
Yeah.
Which makes it not great, but it also is not ineffective.
He just like could have put like a soccer goal or something, like anything, a description that just had the same poster but just said facing off in this year's UNICEF soccer charity tournament. Like, you know what I mean? Like anything. Right.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess I'm looking at the picture now, and
yeah.
I'd argue. Well, okay. Well, there's another picture. I don't know if it's the original one, but it says Old Trafford, which is a very famous soccer stadium, and they're both, well, unless this one might be edited, but it shows them with soccer jerseys on them a little bit.
I don't know. I'd have to.
I don't know either. The one that he did was like cropped.
The one he had cropped. It's from their like neck up. So yeah, I can see what you're saying. The only indication.
So again, there were no context clues at all.
Yeah. So unless you knew about soccer, you'd be like, why?
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
I'm sure there are some directioners that do know a lot about soccer, but I would say the vast majority of us are not sports inclined.
Yeah. And that's why everyone was like, oh my God, they're facing off. But now I see on like, they have this broadcasted on essentiallysports.com, but Tommy retweeted from Soccer Aid, who actually has Soccer Aid 2023 coming for you Sunday 11th. Like that to me makes 10 times more sense than zero context from either of them on Instagram.
Exactly.
And just for them to pull it down also, like as if it didn't exist, you know?
Right.
Anyway,
like, own up to your mistakes, Liam.
Right. Like just say that you were dumb and you didn't mean to like send everybody into a spiral.
Yeah, Niall wouldn't have done that.
Oh my God.
That's right. Niall is 100%. He shared his skincare routine on TikTok. He is open and very like what am I trying to say? Very in tune with the fan base. Okay.
On another side note, one thing I was thinking about, if you follow Zayn on Instagram, I feel like Zayn could take Tommy before Liam could, if in that context at all. I just want to put that out there. I just want to throw that into the wind as well.
Okay, we're not trying to stir up more drama. Okay?
I just want to say Zayn could take him. Maybe not in technique, but he's more likely to take him than Liam. Oh my God. Anyway, that was my rage room. Thank you for coming to my rage section of the podcast. I feel better now.
You're welcome. I'm glad you feel better now. That's wonderful. We only have more positive things to talk about coming up in this episode. So we're talking about Oreos today, which is my personal favorite, like store-bought cookie.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Oreos a lot. And
like the originals?
I like the originals. We'll talk about our favorite like versions of Oreos. Okay. But I think the Oreo original is a solid cookie.
It is solid. Yeah.
I think it's very well liked and it's vegan, so anyone can eat it. And they have gluten-free ones now. Okay, we'll talk about it. Okay. So, the history of the Oreo, we'll start with that and then we'll move right along. In 1898, several baking companies merged to form National Biscuit Company, also called Nabisco. So, who here knew that Nabisco was actually National Biscuit Company? Anybody?
I did not know that.
I did no idea.
No.
See? And also, why is it called a biscuit?
Because English, maybe.
I know, but it's an American company.
Is it?
Yes, I checked. I looked it up specifically for this reason.
Well, okay. 1898 probably still had English influence, would be my guess.
Fair.
You know, that's probably why. Yeah, right.
Well, and it broadens the amount of products they can have, I guess, too.
Facts.
So, anyway, Nabisco is actually the National Biscuit Company. In 1902, Nabisco rolled out the Barnum's animal crackers.
My favorite. Oh my gosh.
I was just going to say.
I know.
What?
Yeah, that's the Barnum and Bailey's, The Greatest
Yeah,
Showman.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and they used to sell them. I don't know if you guys remember, but like they used to sell them in the grocery store and they had their own little like stand and you could like pick out the little box and you can hold it while you
Yes.
go around the grocery store.
It was so
It was
fun.
it was such an experience. It was
Oh,
such an experience.
so good. And they taste
Truly a great product to start with,
there will
honestly.
never be another animal cracker to me that tastes quite like Barnum's animal crackers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I just liked the like packaging, I think
True.
was like super cool because you could literally carry the box as like a little purse or something like that.
It's true.
And it had like a like railroad cart with all the different animals in it. It was really cute.
Was
what?
Was that the one that also they made the frosted covered ones as well? Was that them?
Did
I
they?
don't
like
think
sprinkles.
so. I know what you're talking about, and I
Yeah.
don't know if they might have made a version of that, but I don't know if I think another company is more famous for the frosted ones. Kirsten, are you looking it up?
I am because I also remembered those, and they came in the giant plastic jugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are from Stouffer's.
Oh,
And
different.
Mothers and Keebler also make them.
I was gonna say I thought it was Keebler.
Yeah, Keebler makes them too. Yeah, and they all kind of look the same. So I guess they kind of stole each other's idea. But Barnum's was very like its own thing.
Yes.
In terms of
so
good to know.
Yes. So after they did the groundbreaking animal crackers, that are still amazing. In 1912, Nabisco had an idea for a new cookie, though they didn't exactly come up with this on their own. They kind of stole it.
Oh.
And so the idea was 2 chocolate disc cookies with the cream filling, right? And a company called the Sunshine Biscuits Company in 1908, they came out with a cookie called Hydrox, which honestly, terrible name. Worst name ever. Like it sounds like something you keep under your sink to like clean things.
It does. Like Ajax.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So they had the chocolate cookie with the cream filling. And Nabisco never like said or admitted that they stole it, but the Oreo cookie was invented 4 years after the world was introduced to the Hydrox cookie and closely resembled the biscuit that preceded it. So, yeah.
I would agree.
Very shady. Very shady.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So the Oreo was created. Are they really identical?
They're legitimately identical.
Oh God.
Anyway, go ahead. I just had to look.
This was before trademarking, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
So the Oreo was created in Chelsea, in New York City, a factory that is in present-day Chelsea Market, located on 9th Avenue between 15th and 16th Street. Today, this same block of 9th Avenue is also known as Oreo Way, and the name Oreo worked on March 14th in 1912. The original design in the face of the Oreo featured a wreath around the edge of the cookie and the name Oreo in the center, as we still see today. That's what it is. In the United States, around the edge of the cookie, in the United States, they were sold for 25 cents, equivalent to $7.02 in 2021.
Jeez, that is quite different.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So they were sold, so 25 cents a pound, I should say. So that would be $7 a pound today of Oreos. I don't even think it's a pound of Oreos when you get like the regular canister.
I don't know. And now
or the regular tray. Yeah.
Pounds.
It couldn't be. There's no way.
Oreo cookies. I don't know.
A box of Mega Stuff family size is 17.6 ounces, so a little over a pound.
Okay, so maybe it is.
So
And that,
family size you said mega stuff or double stuff?
yeah, mega stuff.
Dang,
Oh.
hefty.
Okay, but like the regular Oreos are
Still
not.
less than $7 though.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like Mm,
Okay,
incredible.
so if you're eating a whole thing of mega stuffed Oreos, like if then you definitely have eaten a pound of Oreos.
You are now worth $7.02.
Yikes.
Oof.
Okay,
Oof.
so 25 cents a pound, and they were in novelty metal canisters with clear glass tops.
Cute.
The first Oreo was sold on March 6th in 1912 to a grocer in Hoboken, New Jersey. Yes, indeed.
Hoboken.
The
That's
only
right.
good thing about New Jersey.
It's Hoboken, or that they bought the cookies. I'm confused.
Oreos.
Oh, okay.
Despite its potentially suspicious origin, the Oreo made a name for itself and quickly surpassed the popularity of its competitor, obviously. Nabisco made sure to file for trademark on the new cookie soon after its creation on March 14th in 1912, and the request was granted on August 12th of 1913. When the cookie was first introduced in 1912, it appeared as an Oreo biscuit, which changed in 1921 to an Oreo sandwich.
I don't know if I like that.
They changed the name a couple of different times. So there was Oreo biscuit, Oreo sandwich, and then in 1937, Oreo cream sandwich, and then in 1974, Oreo chocolate sandwich cookie, which I mean, get over yourself. Like, come on.
It is all of these things.
And then despite the roller coaster of official name changes, most people have always referred to it as the Oreo, which I mean, I think is part of their regular branding now. Like, there's no way they do Oreo chocolate cookie sandwich. Like, that's ridiculous.
Also, nobody would say that.
I think they're America's favorite cookie now, is what they say, or something like that.
Yeah. Which I have some statistics to go with that. So where did the Oreo even come from? Like, what is that name? We don't know.
Fair.
So some believe that the cookie's name was taken from the French word for gold, or the main color on the original Oreo packaging.
Okay.
Others claim, so the second conspiracy theory is the name stemmed from the hill-shaped test version that never made it to the store, and that was the Greek word for mountain.
Okay.
I don't know. Oreo being hill-shaped makes me... So I guess they must have had like fluffy cookies on the outside.
Maybe. I mean,
kind of like the Oreo Cakester things.
Oh,
have you ever seen those? I feel like that's what they mean by hill-shaped test version, but I'm not sure.
Could be.
And then the third one is, some speculate that the name is a combination of taking the re from cream and sandwiching it just like the cookie between the two O's in chocolate and making it Oreo, which I think is the most plausible.
I could see that, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
So for many, many years, though, nothing has really changed about the original Oreo concept until 1975. They came out with double stuff, which, I mean, an iconic choice. Truly.
We only get them for the cream inside anyway.
Right. So, and I didn't realize that double stuffed Oreos had been around for that long. Like, I really that like double stuffed Oreos came out in our lifetime.
Yeah. Well, we always got the commercials about them too as a kid, I feel.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of like why we thought that way. I don't know, but it is interesting.
Also, I mean, we'll talk about it, but like, controversial opinion, I think the double stuffed is the best one. But moving right along,
we'll start that fight later.
Yeah, we will. So the ingredients of Oreo cookies have remained largely unchanged from the original, although numerous alternative varieties and flavors have emerged over time, which we will definitely get to. Oreo cookies were made with lard until the mid 1990s when Nabisco swapped the animal fat with partially hydrogenated vegetable oil, aka so now they're vegan.
That's what makes them vegan. Got it.
Because there's no animal fat in them now.
They've gone downhill since.
Okay. Wow.
Vegans are raging.
The classic Oreo cookie is made using 11 main ingredients, and they are as follows: sugar, unbleached enriched flour, riboflavin, canola or palm oil, cocoa, high fructose corn syrup, a leavening agent, aka baking soda or monocalcium phosphate, yum, cornstarch, salt, soy lecithin, and vanillin, not vanilla, vanillin. Vanillin and chocolate.
Vanillin.
So, doesn't that sound appetizing?
It's the riboflavin for me.
Uh-huh.
Yum.
I'm just kidding. That's vitamin B2 and folic acid. So don't have a hernia.
No, yeah, nobody freak out. It's fine.
It's really fine.
Everybody stay calm. All right. As of 2019, it was estimated that 450 billion with a B Oreo cookies have been sold since 1912, planting it firmly at the top of the cookie sales and winning over the hearts of millions. Oreo cookies are distributed worldwide through a variety of sales and marketing channels. As their popularity continues to grow, so does the amount of distribution that comes with it. According to the Kraft Foods Company, the Oreo is the best-selling cookie in the world.
According to Kraft's Food.
Correct. We in the next segment we're going to talk about like our favorites and all the different weird flavors they've come out with, and Chris is going to do his science corner. Does anybody have anything else to add?
I feel like we need a poster going into the next segment, because I feel like it's going to be a little bit of boxing match in terms of favorites, honestly.
Yeah, well,
do we also talk about like whether we think though like Oreo is the best in the next segment, or do we want to duke that out here?
So we talk about what kind of Oreo is the best. We don't talk about if Oreo is the best cookie ever, because this is the Oreo episode. So we're just going to assume that everybody likes Oreos here, Kirsten.
I mean, I don't dislike it. Right. Okay. So
Chris, I saw you eat Oreos last week and you ate like the whole package. So
liking them is different than thinking they're your favorite, though. Right, Chris? All right.
So I need to know right now. Oreos are my favorite store-bought cookie. Okay. In a in packaging, not like from the gourmet section in the bakery. Okay.
Right.
What is yours,
Chris?
The chocolate chips Ahoy chewy cookies.
Oh my gosh.
Those are really good.
Suddenly Blair's changing her mind.
No, but Oreos are better.
Okay. I love the Loft House cookies. Those sugar cookies with the globs of frosting and sprinkles on them. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? Okay. I used to get these. Well, my mom used to get these for me because they're like a soft, plush, sugary cookie that has the best frosting on top, and they come in all different kinds of colors. They usually
talking about the seasonal ones they make like in the bakery with the sprinkles on top?
No, they're legitimately called Loft House cookies, and they're like their own thing.
They look like those cookies though.
Okay, well, like similar to Oreos and chocolate chip cookies, lots of people can make them, but Loft House does it the best.
Okay.
I
don't think that counts.
What?
I don't think that counts because it doesn't, you can't get it in, you have to get it in like the bakery section.
No, you can get them anywhere. I've gotten them at CVS's before. Okay. I just want to be very clear. This is not just a bakery in the grocery store kind of thing. You can get them at Target. You can get them at Walmart, and not even the superstore Walmarts. We're talking like not even half a Walmart. Like the markets, the Walmart market.
Those, I'm looking at them right now, and I've only ever seen those like in the bakery section.
Well, you need to branch out, girl.
They're not in like the packaged, like where the Chips Ahoy are. They're not in that section.
Because they are special.
Right. And that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about like regular packaged cookies in the cookie aisle.
Set new criteria. Ding, ding, ding.
Is that not what I said? Is that not what I said?
Oh my God. I'm
So,
still
yeah.
going to say Loft House cookies.
Yeah, so you guys should just put a picture on Twitter of you two just standing like you're gonna have a boxing match. 'Cause that's what that
And we'll
felt.
have Oreos and Loft House cookies above our heads. That's what I'll do for the post for that week.
Bottom line is I'm right. Okay.
Oh.
So
Future Kirsten, make a note to make that, and we'll just mock Liam Payne also. Okay, remember that.
all right.
All
Chris,
right.
what
I'm
did
done.
you said yours was the Chips Ahoy
Chips
Chewy.
Ahoy.
Okay.
Those are really good, to be fair.
They are. They're super good.
Here I am being Switzerland.
Can't
Go
count
be
on you for
neutral
anything.
somewhere else. All right.
All right.
Well, see you on
I
the other
think-
side.
Say bye. Welcome to the ad segment of this week's podcast. Normally, we have something witty to say that would segue you into the second half of the podcast, but not this time. For this ad break, we've created a random groove segment built exclusively for the vibes. Enjoy these calming tunes before you come re-immersed in all things mediocre content.
Wasn't that nice? Always good to set the mind at ease, if only for a few seconds. We hope you enjoyed this calm transition to the next half of the podcast. See you on the other side. Welcome back. Chris isn't even here.
Yes, I am.
Not here.
Walking away. We're trying to record.
That's right.
Plus, we need you for this section.
Yeah, we do. It's your moment.
Yeah.
What?
All right. I'll introduce your segment. Here we go. This is the official mediocre content podcast, Chris's Science Corner, where today we'll be discussing why does the Oreo cream only stick to one side when you twist it?
Wow. Insert music here.
It's music here.
Yeah, a theme song would be nice.
All right, future Kirsten.
Perfect.
Find the music.
Okay. Hi everyone. For that listener out there, I'm Chris. Nice to meet you. You'll see in the video segment, which eventually will come one day, that I exist.
That means we're gonna have to put the other ones in, though. That's not fair.
He's creating more work for us already.
No, gee, you know what? Nix that, future Kirsten. He doesn't need a theme song. He's making more work.
Dang it. So a little bit about me. I'm currently a graduate student studying mechanical engineering. So that's why I learned about Oreos and how they twist. So for those that don't know, mechanical engineering, we cover areas like fluids. So, your cups of water, we care about that a lot. And other things like robots. That's my favorite part. And so I had to take a class on fluids, right? To refresh it, because the last time I took that class was back in 2012. So it's been a long time for me.
Mm.
And our professor was like, hey, you guys should look something up about fluids in the news. And I was just Googling the most random things I could find. And I found an article about Oreos from MIT. For a little bit of background, you think Oreo and you think solid, right? Like it's obviously not like a cup of water.
It does not fill the container in which it is in.
It does.
Yeah. Other definitions, fluids include that they continuously shear. That's why they fill a cup of water, or if you pour it out, it just kind of flows wherever it goes to the lowest point.
Sure.
But not all fluids act like fluids, and you might have heard the term non-Newtonian fluid.
Mm-hmm.
It's where it requires a certain amount of stress to flow. A good example would be, toothpaste, right? It's technically a liquid, even though it doesn't always act like a liquid.
Because you have
So
to like squeeze it out of the tube.
Right.
yeah, you have to
Yeah.
squeeze out of the tube. If you like the counter, it would look fluidy maybe, but it would generally kind of keep its shape until you like touched it or something, or you wiped it up
Right.
because you don't leave toothpaste on the counter, probably.
Mm,
So
I don't know.
then-
Do
I
you?
don't. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So Oreo cream, right? It's very soft. It doesn't act like a fluid, but if you put enough force on it, it will. Like you just kind of squeeze it, it's gonna act like toothpaste, kind of, maybe a little
Correct.
less liquidy. So it's a non-Newtonian liquid. It's going to shear like a liquid when enough force is on it. So these students in MIT were like, hey, we've got nothing better to do. It's the middle of the pandemic. Let's figure out why this happens when you twist an Oreo. It actually it'll usually stick to one side.
I
So
love
they
that
did-
for MIT.
I
They're
know, right?
truly
like-
doing the Lord's work over there.
I was like, why can't I do this for college? I would
I
love to do
know.
that.
I know.
So much fun.
So they coined the term. So they use the term rheology, which describes those non-Newtonian fluids, and they called theirs Oreology, being all
Mm,
clever.
Very
Cute.
clever.
So they took essentially a ton of packages of Oreos and they applied a twisting force to it with a machine. That way they can keep it
Mhm.
uniform. So each time it's the same thing. And they
They have an
discovered
Oreo
that
twisting robot.
Sorry. I know. They
The
also
real magic.
It's wonderful. It's like that's your government funding going to good use.
It's
Because
so
remember,
good.
MIT is public, so
Yeah.
so they did that, and they found out that when you were rotating, if you took them from the same side, if you put let's say you look at a package and you take the right side of the package and you put that on top, and you did the same rotation, the same force, that about 80% of them would actually, the cream would stick to the same side.
Oh.
So they found correlation through enough packs. Obviously, if you did every package that's ever existed,
Mhm.
it should fall same rate in theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they found out that that's the biggest thing, that it would linearly deform and then eventually it would twist, and then most of the time it would get stuck to one side. But the funny thing is they also did other cookies as well, and they found out that, if certain Oreo types did better than others, and certain one of them under the same force would actually break the cookie before they delaminated.
Oh.
Which
Yeah.
one's delaminated? Do you know?
So yeah, this is a huge article. They actually, like, when you think research article, you think like 50 pages, and this thing is like 50 pages.
I love
It's
that.
actually really impressive.
We know
how
about that.
that big.
Yeah. Very much.
So they found that the golden Oreos were the ones that were most likely to
Mm.
break under,
I like those.
if you increase the amount of force you put on the rotation, that those would break the first. And then they
I
also
wonder if
found
that's because they don't have the chocolate ingredient. Maybe there's like some kind of binding that they're missing or something.
Maybe.
that could be possible. Obviously they didn't spend that much time on it because golden
Right.
Oreos of them
Right.
all are probably the worst. So I
Oh,
wouldn't waste my
wait
time
a
on that.
minute.
All right, we're gonna fight about this later. Calm down. Calm down. Everybody stay calm.
You know what? I was with you with Chips Ahoy, but dang.
They also found, depending on the different stuff levels, so you got your regular, your double, and then your mega, that the double stuff actually required the most stress to break compared to mega stuff, which was the weakest. So double stuff
Right.
kind of it was above, and regular stuff was in the middle.
Some would
but
say
ulti-
it's a happy medium.
Yeah.
And they found out that based on all this, the average amount of torque, which is a rotational force,
Mhm.
required about 0.1 Newton meters. For reference, to open up a doorknob, it's 0.6. So it actually takes more force to open up a round doorknob than does an Oreo cookie.
As it should. Also, when did you say this study was done?
It was like 2021, I think, 2020-ish.
Oh, so this is interesting. Do you know if they did the thins as well? Because now there's Oreo thins.
On their data curve, they don't have it legend, and they didn't mention anything about it. So
Which
Uh,
ones do they have? Like, what's the list?
so they did the mega, double, regular stuff. dark chocolate, golden, and then Olympics. I guess that was a special one that came out during the Olympics.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they had like a special, like limited edition or
Mm.
something. Cool.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing they found out too was that although the flavored Oreo didn't affect which ones got stuck to the same side, only the golden were the ones that failed during the testing.
Okay.
And that with that 80%, the longer a package was like exposed to atmosphere or older the package it was, the less likely it would stick to the same side. So if you
Mm.
open a package, waited a couple days, that 80% wouldn't hold true. So their ultimate reasoning was the way that they produce Oreos. So you're gonna see if you ever see on the conveyor belt, they're gonna put the cookie down, they put the cream on one side, and then the other cookie gets sandwiched on top. So although they can't prove it unless they actually got a package fresh from the, factory, that
Mhm.
that's the case, it's most
Yeah.
likely because of the way they manufacture them. It's good. The cream goes on one cookie first, so it's going to adhere better. It's
Mhm.
gonna,
Right.
and then that eventually will be the side they believe it's favored to.
Interesting. I would love to look at like an ingredient list just right off the bat to know which ones had any variances, because obviously the biggest one between a vanilla cookie and a chocolate cookie is the flavoring. But I wonder if there's different measurements of those ingredients as well that would influence that.
And then you could steal it and make your own Oreos.
Right. Exactly. Show me your secrets.
Well, and now they have like the gluten-free ones too, which
Yeah.
probably I would venture to say because they don't have like the binding of like
Mhm.
regular flour,
Right.
it would be even more crumbly.
Yeah. That's kind of why I was curious about the thins as well, because the cookie really is like paper thin.
Oh yeah.
It
And
may
there's like
also
no cream
fail.
in there at all.
Well, yeah, exactly. Oh, and the minis.
Oh, the minis.
Little mini Oreos.
Oh.
Like, I
Those are
wonder if
so
they do well.
good.
I know.
Uh,
I still pull them apart.
well,
Just
thank
So-
you.
There's also other information too. So
Oh,
maybe related to the mini. So double stuff
Yeah.
require about 1.9 times more torque. So the rotational force, but more stuff took 2.7. So the mini I would then expect would be possibly require less because it
Yeah.
has less cream, but the surface area is
I
also
was gonna
smaller.
say they're pretty teeny tiny. When you're referring to torque and Oreos together in the same sentence, it really just throws me for a loop.
Oh, do you want to talk about the viscoelastic response or the creams geez, I can't remember these terms because I'm a terrible student. So
No, you're fine. That's hilarious. Torque was enough, honestly.
yeah. I like
Oh.
viscoelastic though. That sounds fun.
Elasticity.
but my most favorite part about this report, it's all very science and serious, and it's like
Mhm.
written by college kids, but they are, doing their best because it's got put in actual scientific journals that are like peer reviewed and stuff.
Ooh.
But my favorite part is when they were classifying non-Newtonian fluid types, they classified Oreo cream as mushy.
Oh, I mean, they're not wrong.
Oh,
Not wrong.
I agree with it, but it means
Mushy. At least they didn't say
That
like
was the best
slimy.
adjective they could come up with. That's
Yeah.
like their professional opinion.
My scientific brain says
No.
mushy.
Mush- yeah.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Wonderful. Any other information for us, Chris?
I think that's about the sum of it all.
Thank you so much. This is lovely. I feel like I learned so much.
Now for the nitty gritty. As
The
if
important
that
Okay,
was-
so
yeah.
the first debate that I would like to have
Okay.
is there is a debate online. I have
Oh.
never personally met anyone who this has ever been a debate for, but do you, for your Oreos,
Chronically
do you
online.
twist them or do you just take the whole thing and dunk it in milk?
I never have milk with Oreos, so dunk is automatically off the table, to be
That's
honest
what I'm
with you.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I have dunked in milk before as a
Okay.
child when I drank milk regularly. But since
Sure.
I no longer drink milk,
Right.
it's not a thing for me.
Mm-mm.
So
Christopher.
who's Christopher? Blair?
Christopher. Blairstopher.
It's official canon now. So now I just eat them straight up because I'm a heathen. But as a kid, I
I don't
didn't
think that
dunk.
makes you a heathen. I think that makes you normal.
Straight up.
I would actually take double stuffed Oreos and then I would twist them, right? And then I would take the cream off so ever so gently and then put it on top of another stack of cream and would see how tall I could get it before I gave up and ate it all. So I'd make like quadruple stuffed Oreos custom.
Yeah. I
What
feel like
a-
we all have done that at least once.
What a waste of time. Absolutely not. I'm here for the cookie in my mouth, okay? I don't have time for that.
Do you appreciate Oreos for the cookie or the cream?
The cream 100%.
The cream 100%.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
We are not here for the cookie.
Just making sure.
I can get a wafer cookie from anywhere else that's just as crappy.
I know, right? You know what?
So,
They need
go
to
ahead.
just come out with like icing that is just Oreo cream. That's what they need to do. I would just eat that straight out of the container.
Have
What
you
is
ever
that? What is that face?
So Cold
I
Stone
don't
has
know if I
Oreo
could do
cream
that. I
ice
don't
cream.
think I'm that
I know.
dedicated to the cream. I
Cold
like
Stone
the
is good.
cookie and cream like ratio.
No. Okay, but wait a minute. Are you eating the cookie whole?
No, I'm like taking it apart.
Okay, I thought our friendship was about to end,
No.
but yeah, no.
And the podcast ended, ladies and gentlemen.
And that was the end forever. No, you had me really worried that you were just biting through a whole cookie.
Who does that? That's
Okay.
that's sociopathic behavior. If you eat the Oreo, just like you pick it up and you just eat it.
But that's what people who dunk it do.
Well, they get an excuse because it's like soft after you dunk it in the thing.
Ugh, soggy.
Ugh.
From mushy to soggy
I don't know.
real fast.
I can't. It's like when you eat when people like bite into the Kit Kat, like the full thing. If you're not pulling your Oreos apart and like eating like it
Aliens
separately,
confirmed.
then you're doing the same thing. It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
It is the
Okay,
same
okay. You know that I do that with Kit Kats just because it's better that way. You know I do that.
And I love you in spite of that. Okay.
Oh, you are so lucky that she loves you. Oh,
I just enjoy chaos.
oh.
That is a sociopathic behavior.
What is another thing that's like that? There's like, okay, so there's the Kit Kats and the Oreos, and I feel like there's something else that's really similar that we do just intrinsically for some reason. What? It's like the Hershey bars. That's what it is. If you do not individually pull apart a full Hershey bar and you
First
just
of all,
take a
if you're
bite,
eating a Hershey bar, like
Look.
who hurt you?
we've
Like,
all
why-
been there. Don't put me out like that.
Why are you eating just a plain Hershey bar? Like,
Sometimes
what the heck?
I like the cookies and cream one. I would just like to put
That's
into
different.
space.
The
No,
cookies and
it's
cream one
not.
is good. It's not the plain milk chocolate Hershey bar. There's so many better options than that. Like,
Look,
why would you just eat that?
We've just all been there. Or like graham crackers. Also, don't just eat a chunk of graham cracker. Please pull it apart in its
Oh yeah, you have to break it
perforated
up.
pieces.
Whoops.
Get out of here with your. You are banned from the show.
Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you. Get out. Okay, moving on. I've
Okay.
derailed us enough.
So we have a so okay. Obviously everybody knows the original Oreo flavor, right? But then in the early 2010s, somebody in Oreo was like, wait, we can do this better. And by better is very subjective to like what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Because they started coming out with a bunch of limited edition flavors. And some of these are very wild, like very wild. And I'll go through them.
Please.
Like, so there's 80 there. I found a blog that has like 85 plus Oreo flavors that have either once been in existence or are currently in existence.
That's a lot.
I know.
Okay.
And so there's the originals, the chocolate cream ones,
Mhm.
the golden Oreos, which are Kirsten's favorite because she's special.
Whatever, man.
And then you have your Oreos that are milk chocolate covered. And white chocolate covered. And then you start getting into like Oreos with like strawberry cheesecake filling.
Wasn't there like
And-
chocolate stuffed also?
Right. So that's the one with the
Yeah,
chocolate
okay.
filling. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
What about
Oreo.
Oreos?
So there's Oreos. There's Oreos with red velvet cream.
Those were
There's
also
the
very
birthday
good.
cake Oreos,
Also very good.
which is a bestseller in the United States, by the way.
Yeah.
And let's see. So there's Oreo peanut butter,
Tyler
Oreo
likes those.
mint.
Ew.
I
Ooh.
like the Oreo mint ones. They're pretty good.
Mm.
The Oreo lemon cream. And then it starts to get a little odd. So then there's the peanut butter pie sandwich Oreos, which I've never had and don't plan on having.
No.
There's carrot cake Oreos,
Ew.
dark chocolate, Oreo cookie butter cream.
That might be good.
Yeah. So there's like the butter biscuit cream, I guess, with a butter biscuit. I don't know.
I don't know.
And then Oreo cherry cola,
Ew.
Oreo
Ooh.
Halloween, which I mean, the Oreo Halloweens are fun because they're just the same thing with orange cream in the middle, and they have like a special design
Oh.
on the outside.
That's cute.
We had those last year for Halloween. Okay, and then there's kettle corn Oreos. There's Oreo thins that are fudge dipped. There are Oreo latte cream, pistachio cream, pina colada. Let's see. Marshmallow Krispy Kreme.
Nice.
Oh, you have a cat on your desk.
I know. He's really wanting attention. I'm sorry.
So let's see. I'm trying to find some. There's cotton candy,
Ew.
toasted coconut, key lime pie, pumpkin
Wow.
spice, gingerbread, winter, which
Just the
not a
whole
flavor.
season. What does
Right.
that taste like?
Let's see. The description is they are exactly like classic Oreos, but they have a different design on them.
Okay, can I insert kind of
Yes.
annoyance here?
Sure.
To me, you cannot, while it's limited edition, it is not the same as limited edition flavors. So the fact that they're advertising the same cookie with variances in designs and color of cream is kind of misleading.
I agree.
That's kind of annoying.
There's Reese's peanut butter cup Oreos that existed at one time.
Tyler probably would like also.
Mm.
Oreo cookies and cream with
Delicious.
the cookies and
Yes.
cream feeling, which
So
are
good.
so far the best Oreos ever. Like they're
Those are
so
The
good.
best. The most Oreos that came out this year are the best Oreo hands down ever.
That's so
Yes.
good. Oh my
There's
gosh.
caramel apple ones.
Did you see the Pokemon ones? Those are also the same with just Pokemon
Yes.
on them.
Yes, I saw those. There's Mississippi mud pie. There's watermelon. There's root beer float. Banana
Wait.
split. Waffle
Watermelon?
Watermelon.
Don't just glaze over that like you didn't just say a fruit.
Watermelon cream.
Ew.
Wow. I missed that. I should have tried that.
Ew. No.
Creamsicle, Oreo butter popcorn, fruit punch, bleh,
Getting weirder.
candy corn,
I
hot
love.
and spicy, which
Ew.
is like a cinnamony one. Firework Oreos, which we tried last year. They had like
The crackles.
yeah, so it was like a regular Oreo, but the cream was infused with Pop Rocks.
Oh,
So you could
that's
like
cute.
it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. That is cute. Still not a
Let's
different
see.
flavor though. to be
No,
fair.
you're right. Dunkin' Donuts Mocha limited edition, Rocky Road, Peeps. I don't know why.
I hate Peeps.
Why would you do Peeps in an Oreo?
I
Well,
hate Peeps.
What about the Peeps Pepsi collab that they had this year?
Ugh.
Also gross. Not great. We
Disgusting.
tried that and it was not good.
I hate
So
Peeps.
bad.
I hate marshmallows. I'll be more
Me too.
be more
Ugh, I
direct.
know. As I get older, unless it's in a s'more situation.
What
not
did you
a
just say?
marshmallow. S'more?
Some
Okay.
more?
So you heard it too.
Sorry.
I'm in a
s'more
rage mood.
situation.
Yeah, no, I don't like it at all.
All right. Then there's blueberry pie, apple pie, Swedish fish.
I like Swedish fish, but maybe not in an Oreo.
Right?
Yes.
Mickey Mouse birthday cake Oreos,
Which is just
jelly
birthday.
donut, Nabisco hot cocoa, Kraft wasabi Oreos.
Ugh.
Wait, Kraft and wasabi?
Kraft wasabi Oreos.
When did Kraft start making wasabi? Branching out. We're gonna have it in our mac and cheese soon.
There's also the Kraft hot chicken wings Oreos.
Oh my god. Get out, Kraft. You are no longer invited to the Oreo
Ooh.
creation. Ooh.
So gross. And that is the end of the list.
Thank God. It was getting real bad.
They're running out of ideas.
Yeah. Jeez.
I found a meme online and I'll let me it's like the best part about going to the grocery store is seeing what kind of messed up new crap the psychos at Oreo have come up with.
Oh my gosh. You know what? The next time you go to the grocery store, which I think is going to be this afternoon for you,
Yes.
go where you would find like Goldfish and scope out those flavor ranges right now because it is also insanity. I walked down and now they have sweet and savory options, like not to the scale of Oreo, but you would be surprised.
Okay.
It's beyond the pizza flavor ones at this point. Okay.
Oh, but okay. All right.
Yeah.
We'll take a look.
Have y'all seen the Brendan Lee Mulligan, the guy from College Humor?
Yeah.
Have you seen the most like the honest CEO for Oreo video on YouTube?
No.
You gotta look it up. It's him acting as the CEO and it's hysterical. It's about
Oh,
Oreos.
I didn't know it was about Oreos, but I have seen him
He does a bunch of
those.
those.
Yeah. He's funny. I'll have to watch the Oreo one.
Yes. So, after hearing all those wonderful flavors,
Not so wonderful.
what final verdict? What is your official favorite Oreo flavor?
One thing,
Yes.
we should pick an original and maybe a limited edition if we liked one of the limited editions. You know, like a regular
Yeah.
Oreo flavor and then one.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
go
that's
first.
fine. Okay. So my original choice would be the double stuffed Oreos. Those are my favorite. I think the cream to cookie ratio is by far the best. And then my limited edition favorite would be the mega stuffed Oreos with the cookies and cream filling.
Good ones.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
So a couple years ago, I'd say the white fudge Oreos were my favorite limited edition because they used to at least I only ever saw them around Christmas.
Is that the
time.
ones that are covered in white fudge?
But they have them year round now. I'm pretty sure they use, at least when I was growing up, I only ever saw them during Christmas time and my mom would get them. So I would say that was my favorite limited edition. But now, because they have them all year round, I think they're my favorite overall. And the cookies and cream Oreo, the one that they came out this year, that's definitely my favorite limited edition.
Nice. My original is the vanilla. I'm sorry. I like the golden Oreos. I'm
It's
a vanilla
okay.
person.
I'm
not
willing
a
to
chocolate...
forgive that. It's fine.
I'm not. Rage.
Get out. I'm just not a chocolate fan in most cases, and I do prefer vanilla, so that's why.
Fair.
But in terms of limited edition, the red velvets were definitely my favorite because I'm a red velvet stan. I know a lot of people are like, isn't that just chocolate? But it's like, it's different.
It's different.
So you and Chris are on the same page about this.
Okay, good.
He loves red velvet as well.
I do.
Yes.
I do.
I don't, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's good. I do like it a lot. I think it had cream cheese cream, but I don't remember. I don't necessarily mind cream cheese. I feel like you normally get that when you have the red velvet, but I actually prefer like the regular cream with it if I could choose.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
Yeah.
See, that wasn't too bad.
I think we ended on a good note. I think
Yeah.
we're not, the podcast won't end because of this.
Yeah. All
Oof.
peace, love, and Oreos.
That's right.
But I still stand against the Loft House cookies.
Fine.
I think we should find Hydrox though for sure. I think they still sell them.
Yeah. Honestly, if you look it up, the type style that they used for Hydrox is very interesting. It looks very medieval. Highly encourage you to look it up. It's got a great color scheme and it looks like it's from the Middle Ages.
Right.
Oreos
It sounds like it's from the Middle Ages as well. It sounds like it's an Avengers movie villain
yes,
or something.
or a pop band from the 80s. Yes, Chris.
Also
Hydrox.
Eat
your cookies. Oh man.
Great, we're an 80s band now. Okay. Well, I think unless anyone else has anything else to say.
No, and Chris is frozen anyway, so I guess that's it.
Man.
At least on my screen.
If you guys want to send us an email with any questions, comments, concerns, or episode topic suggestions, you can email us at mediocrecontentpodcast@gmail.com. Send us a tweet at Mediocre Squawks or follow us on Instagram at Mediocre Content Podcast. And thank you, Chris, for being on the show. We always love a good science corner around here.
You're welcome.
So yeah, let us know if you liked Chris's segment. We'll bring him back on to teach us about something else.
Sounds good.
And we will see you next week. Cheers.
Bye.